Hey guys, how's it going? So, Banjo-Kazooie had two absolutely great games on the N64. Well, that's at least what most people think. In the year of our Lord, 2001, something happened.
Lyle, turn on the TV! They hit the Pentagon! They hit the fucking Pentagon!
No, not that. The company Rare got bought out by Microsoft, which meant no more mainline Banjo-Kazooie games, at least, for a while. But luckily enough, before Xbox brought them out, Rare was working on a few portable Banjo-Kazooie games, and well, that's what we're here to talk about. Well, for the most part. We'll talk about that piece of shit later. Either way though, enough bullshit, let's get started.
Whoa, Mr. Keebler?
Dude?
And Banjo-Kazooie of Nintendo 64 at your door.
Hello?
We're looking for a magic puzzle piece.
Like that one?
Exactamundo! That's one fast little dude.
Eddie, wait!
You can help Banjo-Kazooie find the magic puzzle piece or other things by scratching the square on the game piece inside Keebler packages. You could even win a Nintendo 64 home entertainment center. For free game piece, you can write to this address. Many will enter, few will win. Bummer, we're not eligible.
Alright, Banjo-Kazooie Grumpy's Revenge. Now this is a bit of a weird game. It's honestly decent, kind of like the N64 games, but obviously in a 2D space. Story-wise, it takes place between the two main games. So basically the story is Tilda has a robot body that's controlled by a ghost and she kidnaps Kazooie. And of course, Banjo has to find her. And yeah, that's kind of the story. It's not a lot, but it's a Game Boy Advance game. What do you expect? Like I said before, the gameplay is honestly very similar to the N64 game, except it's on a Game Boy. For me, the game is honestly really cool. It has all the same collectibles from the N64 games. It's honestly pretty decent. Of course, since Kazooie's gone, your moves are kind of nerfed now. But yeah, overall, the game has 5 worlds, and the story is honestly really short. Well, it's kind of a great, underrated gem for the Banjo-Kazooie series. It was alright. On to the next game.
Come on, dude. Just chill. No, this is what? Look, old boy, you'll play when my turn's over. But you've been playing for 62 years.
Now you can play Nintendo 64 longer than ever. With Fruit by the Foot's new game tips, 90 tips to help you reach new levels and beyond. And 64 game tips from Fruit by the Foot. Your games go on and on and on.
Mom, you're killing me.
So, Banjo Pilot. Now, this is a bit of a weird game with a weird history, so in order to talk about this, we need to talk about Donkey Kong Pilot. Of course, when Xbox bought out Rare, they were working on a few games. Obviously, Red by the Ghoulies, Conquer Live and Reloaded, and a few others. To be honest, I can't remember them off the top of my head. Again, while Xbox did buy out Rare, they were working on a few games for the GBA. Now, with this one, they were planning on making Diddy Kong Pilot, which is basically, Mario Kart but with planes. Of course, by this point, they couldn't use Donkey Kong characters, so they used Banjo. And I'll be honest, the game looks the exact same. And if you compare the games side by side, they look the exact same. I will say this, though, the graphics on both games look beautiful for the Game Boy Advance. It has that Donkey Kong Country effect where they scan, 3D places or items, compress them into a Game Boy game, and I don't know, it looks beautiful. But overall, it's just your basic kart racer, except, planes.
I don't think you know what you're doing! You need a parachute! That's a backpack!
Don't worry. Kazooie? Oh.
Banjo and Kazooie have disconnected, now working individually and as a team to tackle their biggest adventure yet, Banjo-Tooie. Rated E for everyone. Just remember, bears still need a bird to fly.
So, where do I get started with Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts? It's obviously not a good game, but I feel like this game kind of taunts you, If you have experience playing Banjo 1, 2, Grunty's Revenge, Pilot, all the good Banjo games, I feel like this game taunts you a lot. Like, look at the main menu. You see what I mean? A new modern looking Spiral Mountain. It's playing that classic jingle that we all love. It makes you think this could be a good Banjo game, but it's far from it. To be honest, it just looks like, Microsoft just wants to make a game, but they throw in Banjo-Kazooie in it. And I mean, if the game's good on its own, fine. But to throw Banjo Kazooie in there, it's just throwing a dead franchise on there for no reason. You know what I mean? Like Banjo Kazooie, it means something. It has history, but I don't know. Enough reflecting, enough fucking nostalgia. Let's talk about the actual game. Now, before we get into the game, I'm just gonna let the man, the myth, the legend, say it himself.
Cars? Cars? Cars! And holy shit!
God, I miss classic JonTron, but yes, he's right. Cars. They took a wonderful classic platformer and turned it into fucking Cars. And I feel the way I do about this game, you know. Again, 4 great, decent games, and yet they make this. Now, not like I said in the beginning of this, if they wanted to make a Lego kart racer, that's fine. If it stands out on its own, then it stands out on its own. It's just the fact that they threw Banjo-Kazooie into this. Like, why? Look, ladies and gents, I think I had enough about this game. If you want to like, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, no rush, and tell me down below what's your favorite Banjo-Kazooie game. Tell me down in the comments. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
I got a 12-pack of that gorilla. That shit you can only find walking along the hashish transport paths in Azerbaijan. I'm smoking on Bhutanese shadow garden grown dark